everybody. Welcome back. We are Bad Moms in Business. Today, we're talking about another fun topic, keeping it lighthearted. We're going to talk about our dream home features. So, for anybody who does not know, all three of us are real estate agents, and we see lots of houses, and we have handpicked our favorites. And maybe we've seen, maybe we've not. I don't know. Some of these that I have on my list, I have not actually seen in real life. But if I could have even one of these, I would be happy. And for the record, I absolutely love my house. Love my house.
Yeah, of course.
Perfect. Has everything that I want. But these are like the elite. So I'm excited to see what you guys came up with.
These are if we were to build a dream home features that we wouldn't build a home unless we could include these.
Money, not an object.
Money, not an object. Absolutely.
I'm excited for yours because mine are so silly, but I think yours are going to be luxurious.
You know, I think Danielle might have the most. So Danielle probably should start this one.
Okay. Do I start with the biggest, like the one that I'm like, this is my number one?
Sure.
Okay. Sure. My number one is the Beauty and the Beast library. I want a room dedicated to all the books, and I'm going to buy all the books. Like, I keep myself in check ish with books.
Have a sliding ladder.
That's what I want. Okay. So I forget what his name is, but for anybody who watches Stranger Things, Jim Hopper just did a YouTube with like Architectural Digest or something, did a video, and he showed what his tiny apartment looks like in New York City, which I'm putting that in air quotes because it's in New York City. So like it's smaller than like the average house out here, but also it's incredible for living in Manhattan.
Right.
And he has this wall of books that has the sliding ladder, and it's I love it so much.
I need to like look him up. Like I'm like
it's so good. Yeah, it's so good. So yeah, that's what I want really is like I just want floor to ceiling bookshelves with a ladder. Okay. And I want a room solely dedicated to it. Nothing
totally
else.
Fair. Totally fair.
Very heated about that one.
That is a lot of books.
Yeah. And I will buy all of them. For anybody who does not know, I am on a no buy for books for the entire year of 2022. I have a couple of rules for myself. Like I still have my Audible account. I still have my Kindle account, but no actual hard copies of books can come into this home unless I am completing a series, which I have not even done that yet. Right. So that really doesn't matter. Or I think that's it. I think that was really my only rule outside of like the Amazon thing or the Audible thing. But I would have all the books.
That's lovely. And it made me think of one that I didn't have on my list and I can't believe I didn't add. So do you mind if I go next, Bridgette?
Do it.
Go ahead.
If I have all the monies and all of the options, are you even living if you don't have a secret room?
You know, I did not even think
behind said bookcase in Danielle's library. You must have a secret treasure room.
Can it be like where you pull a book out?
Yes.
And it swings open.
Scooby-Doo, like full Scooby-Doo.
Didn't even think about that.
Well, your library is what made me think of that. I mean, a secret room, like you're making it if you've got a secret, like a secret full room.
Oh yeah.
With treasures.
You know what? So quick side note, in this house, so we bought this house just over a year ago. We have a storage attic, that's what we call it, through our closet, but it's just a regular door. But what if I changed that out for like a bookshelf kind of thing, but just like maybe keep clothes on it or something since it's inside my closet?
Yeah.
Do it.
Brandon's going to love that idea.
Absolutely. 1,000%.
Interesting.
It's just magical.
That is. All right, Bridgette, what do you got? Look at her face. She's like,
because you guys have like these magical, like, I want a library.
I
at my secret room.
Is there like a specific candle you want or something? Like, what are we talking here?
I feel like this is going to be Harry Potter book review all over again.
I want a horseshoe driveway.
That's great.
That's a good one.
That's a great one.
A horseshoe driveway. I never know what to call those. I'm like, you
So-
know, those kind where you can go in and out in two different ones.
Yeah, like a boulevard, like you've got a little mini boulevard in your. Okay, so do you want
dig
it
that.
because you like the look of it, or because you
No.
want it because of the practicality of it?
Yeah, the practicality. Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair.
Okay,
That's
okay.
number one on my list is a horseshoe drive.
So you need to have like a big fountain in the middle of it, though.
I was thinking like a sculpture of myself in the middle.
Okay, okay,
As a mermaid.
okay.
Yeah. Me with a
Listen,
fin.
okay.
I dig it. I dig
I
it.
dig it. I dig it.
Yeah, that's my number one. Danielle, what's your number two? Let's see how basic I can be. This is shocking to me though, truly. That of
Okay.
all the people, I'm like, I would like a horseshoe driveway.
That's very practical.
That's true. That's very true. Okay, so my second one is I don't know whether to call it like a butler's pantry or a butler's kitchen. I want a large room off my kitchen where I can keep all of my food and all of my appliances because I cannot stand keeping anything out on my counters. I don't want to keep a toaster out. I don't want to keep,
Totally fair.
you know, an air fryer out, anything. And I want a space that all of those things can already be plugged in and ready to use, tucked
Butler's
away in a different room.
Pantry is what it's called. Yeah.
Yep, that's what I want.
They're fabulous. Yeah.
I want to make sure I truly understand a butler's pantry.
It's so good.
I'm going into Pinterest right now.
Oh, I'm like, she's not even looking at us.
I know a person and I
Okay.
believe I know for
Okay.
sure Amanda knows this person. I don't know if Bridgette knows this person who has recently built her own home.
Jordan?
No.
Oh, okay.
So she lives in Ohio. She's another agent.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking
And she
Jordan
just
Page.
recently built her own home and it is gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
And
If
she
she's
has one of these and I was like, I'm sorry. I didn't know that like
See, okay.
people
if
just
she's
had these.
listening, I don't think that we're Facebook friends, but I know exactly who you're talking about. So, if
So
you're listening-
okay. Just for the record, this is the one that I would want. Like to agree with you. Okay.
So, okay, if you're not
So good.
watching, it's a glass door pantry that opens up into a big room.
Mhm.
There's multiple shelves, there's some drawers, but and it's all white.
And
it's
a ladder.
Open shelving with a ladder.
With a
You
ladder.
would need the ladder because you're too short.
Absolutely. Because anything on my top shelving, I can't get. I always have a stool in the stupid kitchen because of it. And so my problem with this is I would keep it pretty. And so I would need a backup pantry to the butler pantry.
Give me time and I will keep that thing organized and beautiful
Mhm.
and just
Like, I don't want to see no cereal boxes. I want them in cute containers.
that's why you gotta
like
have
glass
little like
containers.
decanters, you know, like you gotta have them
Only
in
glass. Only glass.
the home edit, you know.
I didn't realize that that's what it was called. I just, like pantry. I wasn't sure if butler pantry was different. Okay, I like that.
Mhm.
I really, really like that. Okay, so my second choice is I want heated flooring.
That was on my list too. So I'm gonna cross that out.
Okay,
That is on my
okay.
list. Go ahead.
I hate cold floor. We live in Michigan, all three of
Mhm.
us. And so when it's winter, it is cold. Even in the AC, like it's still very cold. And I don't love being cold. And there is something so
gonna-
wonderful.
I'm gonna
Go ahead.
interrupt you because the AC in the winter would be very cold. I think you mean
Well, I mean, like in the winter, like even when the AC's on in the summer, the flooring to me is very
I'm very
cold.
sorry.
My body has such a hard time with cold.
Yeah.
And so I'm always wearing socks, even though I don't necessarily love socks. So I would love like heated bathroom floors. I
Yep.
just want warmth in my home.
Hmm.
So that is, I mean, it's not a visual thing. It's just strictly like a feeling. Like how cozy would your home feel? It's
Mhm.
like you're just walking in a blanket.
My mom's house that she just sold had heated floors and it was
course
every
it
time like I never would think about it because I'm barefoot like 99% of the time in this house. But like every time I would go over her house, I'd be like, oh my gosh, I forgot. Like this is so amazing. And then I would get home
Right?
and forget all about it. But like every time I would feel it, I'm like,
It does. It makes you go like especially on the feet.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah, our
know?
feet don't get a whole lot of love. You know, we put them through
No.
an awful lot of things.
We put a lot of miles on those babies.
Mhm.
Some more than others. I'm much less. So that's my second pick.
Okay, Bridget.
All right, here we go. When I was growing up, I thought that living in a 2-story house meant that you were rich because I never had that. Right.
Oh.
So when I built the house that I'm currently in, I built a 2-story home because I was like, this means that I have made it. I am not rich, but it just,
Yeah.
I've made it. I've arrived.
Yep.
I would kill for a ranch.
Stay.
Yeah. So my dream home is a sprawling ranch.
Mm-hmm. I did not have that on my list, but I
Sprawling.
should have
Yeah, I don't
because
want an 1,100 square foot ranch. I want a large ranch.
yeah, see, yours are good. I don't know what you're talking about. When I want a ranch the most is on these 9,500-degree days that we've been having, and my
Mhm.
upstairs is about 90 degrees when down here is like 65.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
I
Sounds about right.
I think that is something that when we're working with buyers for the first time and we're hearing what their like needs versus their wants are,
Mhm.
we do get to like dive into that world a little bit. And so
Yeah.
much of how they were raised
Yeah.
has come into play. It's really fun.
Yep.
That's super funny.
I love it. That's a good one. That is a good one. I mean, a ranch is very practical again.
Yeah. Yeah. Nothing crazy over here. It only gets more mundane. Don't you worry.
Oh,
Danielle,
All right,
what is your
Danielle.
third?
okay. This is nobody's going to agree with me on this, at least out of you two. I want a completely black and white house
Oh,
from outside to the inside. I
mhm.
want zero color. I want zero gray. I want everything to be stark black or stark white. And specifically for the outside, I would like the outside to be almost completely black
Mhm.
with just like white windows. And that might be it. Like I want, oh,
I feel you when you're saying this because I can't drive past a house or look on Pinterest and see something black and white and not think of you and how much you would enjoy that. And I know how much
Yeah.
joy it would bring you. So like I really hope one day you have that.
we at some point we have like a 5-year plan to redo the outside of our house because right now we have like a cedar outside, which I
Mhm.
know is like nice and it looks nice, but we have woodpeckers and it's like a whole
Mhm.
thing. I cannot wait to redo the outside of this because my neighbors are probably going to hate me when I have an
They
entirely
sure
black
are. They
house.
sure are.
But you know what? It's not like a
will
black
be
house in the
tastefully done.
90s.
Of course.
It's a black house in 2020s, which you see black and white homes all the time now.
Well, there's a
And-
black house on Groseal.
Yes, there is. And it is, I don't know if I think we're talking about the same one.
Probably.
It is horrifying.
Yes.
And it was like done with a can of spray paint. Like it
Exactly.
was,
Oh.
it's like it's horrifying. And they also have a very old, broken down ice cream truck sitting out front like 90%
I
of the
didn't-
time. It's
That's
I don't
not
know if that's like their vehicle or
creepy
what,
at
but
all.
Hmm.
That sends out a lot of red flags.
yeah, a little bit. There's like a pirate flag that's waving out front. There's like there's a
We
lot of
must
things
be
going on there.
talking about two different houses then.
Yeah, the one that
I mean-
I'm thinking of is intense.
The other black one is also horrifying, but I don't recall a pirate flag or
We'll have to talk
Yeah,
street
we
names
will.
and stuff after.
We will.
But
I love
I
that.
want it tastefully done. And that's why I want just enough white accents for it to be socially acceptable.
All right.
It will be
But-
socially accepted. It really will.
But my
Thank you.
inside, I want my inside more white.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe just like one room of all black, but I like the lightness inside that it brings. So I
Mhm.
would lean towards all white on the inside.
And
love
I
that.
know that it would be beautiful, but for me,
I know yours is the
all
exact
color.
opposite.
Yeah, I need all the color.
I'm just like, I'm easily overwhelmed and sensory is like a really big thing for
Yeah.
me. And it's just like, I like wouldn't know where to focus my eye if I had to live there. Like when I see things on Pinterest and like even some of the stuff that you post on Instagram, some of the stuff is so gorgeous, but I'm like, I know that I could not be here day to day, and having like a toddler scream at me and then having like, like another kid like clinging to me and pulling me and stuff. I'm just like, whoa, too many senses. Like can't do it.
Yeah. And a lot of that stuff I get from House and Garden UK. And it is like, some of it is wild and I love looking at it. I think it's great to look at, but I also my mind wouldn't be able to put together some of the stuff.
Yeah. Like I've been to your house and I'm not like overwhelmed or anything. You have colors and things going on, but it's not like I'm overwhelmed there, but like, I don't know. I feel like to live in it, it's
right.
different.
You want your home to be your paused place where you can just relax and
zen out.
Yes. If that purple pillar, that purple pillow does our Danielle in, like, it's not worth it. Stay with the black and white.
Yeah,
exactly.
Agreed.
Okay.
All right,
so,
Amanda.
Okay. So this comes from, I have lived in my house for over 8 years and our refrigerator, I'm looking at it in disgust right now. So if you see my face, it's not a happy face. My refrigerator is against a wall. Okay. Which it's a side-by-side refrigerator, top to bottom, like it's an older model. And when you open up the freezer, because it's against a wall, it only opens like such a small sliver, such a small sliver. So if we build a house and money is no object, I will settle on nothing less than a double refrigerator that I could put a dead body in there if I need to and still have room for my pizza box. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That big.
We went there.
That big, because I can't put a pizza box in my refrigerator.
No.
Frozen pizza is not a way of life in the Sharp household because it doesn't fit in my freezer.
Yeah.
Makes sense. We also have a double floor to ceiling after moving here, and I miss my old fridge so much. I want to buy a new one, and Brandon's like, but this one's fine. It works fine. And I'm like, what if I break it?
Well, and I can't, I'm like, no offense, refrigerator, because I don't want it to break today,
Right. Yeah. I'm not ready right now.
I'm not ready. But if I could get I want 2 refrigerators, like those big commercial ones. And I didn't know how amazing those could be until, speaking of real estate, I did a major open house. Like it was a big event in this beautiful, huge, sprawling ranch. Bridgette, you would have loved it. Like you walk in and massive living room, and on this wing there's the kitchen and another living room and another room. Like there was just rooms, and then it was like 5,000 square feet. And on this wing there was like all the bedrooms and the bathrooms, and it was just gorgeous. And in the kitchen they had this massive refrigerator. When I opened it, like there was so much room, and I said, oh, I want one of these so badly.
Sounds beautiful.
Heavenly.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
I also want my refrigerator to break. We experienced multiple power outages over the last week and like rolling brownouts. And I kept thinking,
this could do it.
This could kill that refrigerator.
But here's the deal. Things are so backordered right now.
I know.
I was just going to say that.
I know.
You really, you gotta order it and be like, can you just like hold this in your warehouse until mine breaks?
Right.
Because I know it's going to.
Absolutely.
I just need to be prepared.
How bummed would you be that like because obviously you need a refrigerator, right? Like it's not like you can live without one. And so if it breaks and then you go to get one and you're like, these are my options, and you have to buy an equally crappy one because that's all that's in stock. So
that's fair.
That's why I'm like, please, I don't want you to break, even though I'm annoyed with you.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
What you got for us?
3 is so stupid.
What's that?
I'm excited.
I want, not on this house because it wouldn't work. So dream house, a metal roof.
Yes.
What are you talking about? These are good ones. These are ones I never even thought of. These are good.
I think metal roofs are beautiful.
Me too.
Especially
there's a house close to me that has one, not in my neighborhood or anything. And theirs is red and I hate it so much.
They have black ones.
Yeah, they do have
the black ones. Do the black one all day. And then the snow will just like melt right off it too. It's amazing.
Like butter.
Yeah. So that's red,
what I was like. That's interesting. That's a a very polarizing color for somebody to do for something so permanent.
It works on their home, but it is not a style choice I would have made.
Sure.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And then there's a house. It's a historical house on the corner of Telegraph and Will Carlton. It's like the old Vreeland house. If you're from Flat Rock, like the Vreeland name is important, I guess. I don't know.
Why can I not picture?
Do you know where the post is? The old.
I do.
It's right behind it on Will Carlton. It's huge, white, but they have like a seafoam green almost.
I mean, I like that color, but interesting.
Yeah,
interesting choice.
It's not great. And the current owners didn't put it on there. It's been on. So.
I've seen a couple of coppery ones, and
those are beautiful.
Pretty obsessed with those.
But they like patina so fast, and they don't look like that crisp. You know, the new copper. I love the copper, but I don't love patina copper.
Same.
All right. One more round. Danielle, what do you got for us?
All right. Let's see. Which one am I going to pick? I'm going to pick. Okay. I want a sunroom with a ton of natural light and just all windows and all the plants that I will probably kill. But maybe if we're doing dream home features, maybe that includes like a gardener to hang out in my sunroom and just keep the plants alive forever. Because every house that we seem to pick has no natural light coming into our house. This house has one window in the entire house that has natural light come in, and it is the most inconvenient room. It is the room directly above me. It is Watson's playroom, and the window's like this big, and that is the only window in this house that has natural light that comes in.
Wow.
Like that actually streams in through the window.
Well,
like we're just positioned perfectly.
And as you're building a house, you can even choose like which way your house faces and where your windows are. So yes, that would be amazing.
And I want just all the plants, all the greenery. I've actually been doing okay. That one's not great, but the rest of them are good-ish, you know.
I love it.
They're fine.
So good. All right. This was my third that I had, but I added the secret room when you said library. So this is this is such a dream of mine. And obviously if we build a house, like it's going to be on a lot of property. Like I'm not going to build one like on a tiny lot. Like it's going to be on a lot of property because that's what's around here. I need a secret garden.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Fully like equipped with a gardener who maintains it. And I just go in the door and I can sit there drinking my coffee, hearing the birds chirp and looking at beautiful flowers and greenery and snipping what I want and bringing it in my house. And I'll always have vases with fresh florals in them.
That sounds lovely. That's so like Huga of you, you know, that's fine.
I want it so bad. I would sleep in a shed to have a secret garden.
Okay.
That's how passionate.
Okay. I'm not going to do that, but I get where you're coming from. Bridgette, what do you got?
All right. So my dream home would have French doors that open onto a patio with a pergola and like twinkle lights.
The twinkle lights make it
so romantic.
It is. And that's where like there's a season for us to show those houses because here in Michigan it gets across the globe it does, but it gets very dark very early, like throughout the winter. But even in the fall, like it still might be warm-ish and it still will be dark. So we can actually, if we're showing houses at like 5:36, get a taste of that. And it is so buyers fall in love with that.
Oh yeah.
It's so enchanting.
Yep.
Ooh, that's a good word.
That's a good one. Because you like to be like in your garage or on your deck, like you enjoy that type of spot for conversation. So that probably would get used a ton by you.
Lovely. Yeah. I like it.
Thanks.
I have one honorable mention. Brandon asked that I discuss this. He wants a fire pole.
Okay.
Like Ghostbusters.
He wants a fire pole.
Obviously from like your bedroom down to the kitchen.
So he wants it going down to the basement. I have seen one like this before, and this is what I would like. I would like it going from the garage down to the basement.
So you can like go down there, strip your clothes off. That way it's like that's man cave.
When you have your
Man cave
friends
to
come
man
over and
cave.
stuff, you guys fly right down to the basement. Don't come in the house. Don't wake up the babies. Don't do your thing. Like, just go.
You have your
right
own
down there.
entrance.
And I actually saw a house like this. I believe it was in Monroe. There's a very fancy neighborhood that has this. There was a house that had a very cool, and they even had like garage doors in the basement, like separating off different rooms and stuff. It was really cool.
That is cool.
That is super cool.
Mhm.
Great honorable mention, Brandon. That's
I'll be excited.
the difference between like a woman's dream home feature and a man's. That's fun.
In my head, I'm like, fire pole, awesome. But then what are you going to climb that to get out? Like, no, you still got to use the stairs or something. So like, it's cool to get somewhere down fast, but then you still got to get somewhere else slow.
And I think that's just the fun of it though, to go down. Like it's the motion. I would even do it a time or two. I'm always afraid I'm going to hit my chin.
Yeah. It would scare me a little bit.
Yeah, it would scare me too.
I'd get used to it. I'd probably like break a hip or something though. I'll stick with our sliding ladders.
Yeah, right. Same.
That's the safer option.
Cool.
This was fun. Like,
I liked it.
Absolutely. What are our listeners' dream home features? Did we hit the nail on the head with some of you guys? I mean, were some of our dream features your dream features, or are we forgetting a whole mess of some possible features? I'm sure. Put them in the comments. Send us a message because we would love to see them, and we'll put them in our stories.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love it. Oh, good. Now I got to save some money to build a dream home.
Yeah, no more $60 pizza.
Nope. Right. Nope. No. No more anything.
Yeah, really. We did not pick the cheapest of things.
No.
Oh.
No. Even my metal roof is not cost effective.
No.
I mean, it's long term.
Yeah.
But it's a lot up front.
A lot of money up front for sure. Super fun, ladies. Good episode.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. And we will be back next week with another episode. We'll see you then.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.